connections at just a click away. That's right, it's not just about the title or the corner office anymore. It's about being agile and forward-thinking. We'll also dive into the power of mentorship and how leveraging on your network can help you navigate the complexity of your career path. So, whether you're just starting out or looking to pivot into a new role, get ready to take notes. Join us as we explore the strategies that will help you climb the stairs to success. Don't miss out on this essential discussion on Hard Facts every last Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. Let's elevate your career together.
In a world where misinformation runs rampant, one show stands apart from the rest. Get ready to embrace the truth as we bring you the most hard-hitting stories and unveil the real facts. Welcome to Hard Facts.
I am Maryann Okon, and this is Hard Facts, where we separate truth from fiction. We're passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
Yes, it is, and it's the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itamiya Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I am Maryann Okon, welcoming you to the show this afternoon. Well, of course, you know that we're live. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. The week done divided into two. In other words, it's midweek. And of course, we keep bringing you the stories that are making headlines on social media, causing it to trend because you're talking about it and I'm talking about it. We're also bringing you stories that are gracing the covers of our national dailies and, most importantly, the ones that make their way into our news bulletins right here in the station. Welcome to the show, Lagos. Welcome, Nigeria. Welcome, every single person. If you're listening to us from outside of the country, via our mobile app or via our website, welcome to the show. We are on Skype at Nigeria Info FM, and you can be part of the conversation. Everyone is allowed to be part of the conversation. That's why we say let's talk, because talk is what we do here on the station. Once again, my name is Maryann Okon. Welcome to Hard Facts. Today is Wednesday. We're starting with the big three stories, and then, of course, on the 4 o'clock hour, we'll be joined by the Special Advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on climate change and circular economy. We're talking about the climate agenda for Lagos State in 2025. What are the things that we need to put our attention on, how we can better the loss of our environment as we get ready for what Mother Nature has to offer. Titilayo Shodi will be joining us on the 4 o'clock hour and, on the 5 o'clock hour, I beg your pardon. Now, on the 4 o'clock hour, we have our debut of The Stairs. This is a new segment on Hard Facts that we started this year. Segun Arinde is our very first guest to debut the show today, and he will be joining us on the 4 o'clock hour to tell us his story of how he climbed the success ladder. Now, for those of you who watch Nollywood and have heard about Nollywood, if you're just a youngster and you really didn't know Nollywood as it was at the time, these are the guys who literally started, Nollywood. And he's going to be here to talk about, the success, his success story, his challenges, and, where he is today. You would learn something from it. Anyway, let's get into the business of the day. We start the show just like this. Welcome, Lagos. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts.
Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts, whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Maryann Okon. Let's look at the big three stories for today, shall we? Presidency fumes as El-Rufai criticises government and urges opposition to unite. You say what? I'm just kidding. I'm sort of in my elements today. Well, El-Rufai, who used to be a member of the APC, who's somewhat been kicked to the curb, like my American friends would say, is now criticizing the presidency and saying, look, all you who call yourselves opposition, you need to unite, because, you know, if you must deal with the monster or the elephant in the room, then you've got to be a formidable opposition. But then you listened to my conversation yesterday with the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, and some of the people or the candidate he said the PDP might put up against a Tinubu and a Kashim Shettima. But then again, PDP is not the only opposition, is it? Well, let's get into it. Well, the ruling All Progressive Congress yesterday knocked former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai for accusing the APC of poor leadership and encouraging opposition parties to set aside their differences and form a united front ahead of 2027 elections. Now, this was as the presidency accused the APC chieftain of treachery over how he had been dragging the federal government and the ruling party recently. El-Rufai had described the state of governance and opposition in the country as a national emergency. This was said at a national conference in Nigeria. This was done on Monday. Yeah, I remember. What do you make of El-Rufai's statement? I mean, for some people, they'd say, well, he's stating the obvious. Some people say, oh gosh, he's just, let me borrow the words of Governor Dakwa Abiodun of Ogun State, who's refused to fix roads. He says that Nigerians are sore losers. So in this case, El-Rufai is a sore loser. That's what some people will say, especially the APC. A sore loser. He didn't get a ministerial appointment. After all he did for the APC during the elections, he seems to be left out in the cold like a poor little puppy. Where do you stand on this? And objectively, what are your thoughts? Let's move away from that. The Guardian newspaper here says, I will only join a coalition that puts Nigeria first. This is Peter Obi, another opposition member. Now, the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, has stated that he would only join a coalition that puts Nigeria first. Obi disclosed this to clarify the ongoing rumour of him allegedly allying with the People's Democratic Party for and its candidate for the 2023 general elections, that's former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, to unseat the current president in the upcoming 2027 elections. He's saying there's no such thing. He said he did this on his X handle, that's Twitter. He described this as a misrepresentation of his views. He wrote, and I quote, I have observed that my honest interview yesterday was misquoted by many media outlets, creating a false narrative that misinterprets my position. Let me set the record straight. He goes on. I am not against coalition. In truth, I am for it. Not for a power grab, but for to position Nigeria for greatness. I have not and will never advocate for any other coalition or alliance that does not prioritize the welfare and progress of ordinary Nigerians. End of quote. Away from that, let's take our last story on the big three from Premium Times newspaper. So Sowore has found himself again in hot water. This time, the police is charging him with cybercrime for calling Egbetokun an illegal IGP. Hey, wahala. Anyway, the Nigerian police has charged Sowore, the human rights activist and former presidential candidate of the Africa Action Congress AAC, with cyber crimes and are set to arraign him on Wednesday. That's today. Now, they will arraign him at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where they filed charges on Tuesday. Now, a copy of the indictment, as seen by the Premium Times newspaper yesterday night, contains 17 counts of cybercrime offences. The charges center around Sowore's description of the Inspector General of Police, Egbetokun, as an illegal IGP in a video clip that was shared on social media by Sowore himself. Egbetokun, who was expected to have exited service, for those of you who do not know, attained a statutory retirement age of 60 years in September of 2024. He then secured an extended stay in office following the controversial altercation to the Nigeria Police Act passed by alteration, I beg your pardon, of the Nigeria Police Act that was passed by the National Assembly and assented to by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if it was passed and extended to, doesn't make him illegal, right? But does it make it right? I don't know. Well, let's talk Lagos. I'm going to not talk too much. The phone lines are open. We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We're also on WhatsApp, 0809597585. You can join the conversation if you're listening from outside of the country. We're on Skype at Nigeria Info FM. For the mails, call 0201 2770 993. That's 0201 277 0993. For the ladies, you can call 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. You've got 60 seconds. Turn off your radio. I will not tell you a second time. But before we do that, did we not just have a conversation with the PDP yesterday? Unfortunately, this is what transpired today at the PDP National Secretariat. And this video is courtesy of Nigeria Info social media page. Take a look at this. Well, these are the people who are let me rephrase it. These are people that you think will be a formidable opposition. And I'm not in any way supporting anybody, but I'm just saying, where's our hope? Let's talk Lagos, 0201 277 0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Action lady.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, quick one on APC. Why are they complaining about El-Rufai? They thank God, put heads together or join party together to make sure they push PDP and Jonathan's government away. So why are they complaining? And for El-Rufai himself, he's criticizing this government because he didn't get appointment. He was with he's one of them now, 8 years ago. He's one of the who is who in APC then. Then for those Sowore, in the morning I said, this man, please pity your wife and children. And people were calling, throwing jabs. No, it's a human right. It's an activist. They are in their comfort zone. No? Sowore is locked up somewhere. None of them go there and say, no, we must die here. We are with you. My people, Sonye Zuzu, person we don't know in left or right. Like they go wear masquerade costume. You go they dance, they clap for them. Make they do their comfort zone. They push Sowore. We all are in for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, Mr. Chris. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann.
Hello, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
No, Zoma.
Zoma, welcome.
Thank you, Maryann. She's been at the PDP. We were talking yesterday where I was asking them who is your chairman, who is your secretary. Maybe just yesterday, never 24 hours. So you see what they're doing. Igbos go talk, say, is this the leg when I'm go take Nama cow go take my place or local one? COC PDP. Is it what they're going to do for us? You see, they're not ready. They are all the same thing. Both APC or PDP, they are all the same. They are not ready. Let them be fighting. Nigeria will still live. Now them own. Now Isaka. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Uzoma, for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Madam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Robert. I'm calling from Mapapa.
Go ahead, Robert.
That is on his own because he was not given a ministerial appointment. That is why he's criticizing APC. Abi, he thought we don't know him.
But does it not make him a good member of the APC when he's calling a spade a spade?
Not leave APC.
So you're saying that if he had his mouth full with something, he'd probably not be able to speak, yeah?
You see, the problem with politicians, and when something don't favor them, that is when you will hear from them. You understand? You should go and say that, my sister. Obi, if I were him, I will not even say anything. His priority should be how to win the election first.
Okay.
I will not join politics that will be this and this. Obi should keep this place now. Why? He's talking too much. Let him win the election first. Whatever I want to do, there he should do.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. I have just 1 minute before I go on a break, so let me take this call from AAA in Ikoton. Hello.
Yeah, this triple is from Ojo.
All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, see, El-Rufai, I'm pleading to him. He should not behave like a bridegroom who is going to do wedding tomorrow and he is caught on a raping case today.
What does that even mean? What kind of illustration is this, I beg?
He should be patient. There are still ministerial appointments that are still there, like Ambassadoria. I know people will not forget him. Why can't he be patient? When
so you're telling me, so you're actually you're adding some sort of support to the fact that if a person is given something from a government, whether they're doing right or wrong, they have no right to speak against it.
No, I am not
so
saying
you're
that.
saying we should play
I am not saying that during the time
politics.
Of past administration, people were saying that Tinubu had been sidelined, but the man was still quiet. He didn't talk. A faithful person on a place should not do the way he's doing.
Well, if a man, I mean, whether I'm loyal to you or not, you think if you're doing something wrong, I'm not going to call you out?
If he become a president, the same thing he would do. He would do evil. I'm telling you. So I'm pleading to him that he should be patient.
More conversation.
All right, thank you.
More talk. More right after this.
This is Ireti Bakare Yusuf, the host of Borderlines. First and foremost, it's been a whole year of the new show, Borderlines. We've covered several global issues, and we will continue to cover even more. Now, if you have any suggestions regarding Borderlines, whether it's how you want us to be better, what you want us to change, it'll be an interesting thing to learn from you. We will be most appreciative if you could share it with us. You will have to go to any of the Borderlines posts. Borderlines on YouTube at Nigeria Info 99.3, on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos, on Facebook, we post all the Borderline posts there, and also on Twitter, which is now called X. Just go there in the comment section, put your suggestions, and honestly, we're going to review as many of them as possible. If you like, you can hashtag Borderlines, all right? And if there's a story that you had been wanting us to cover, global events, global news, that's what we talk about. Until then, have a fabulous new year. Bye-bye, all the best.
Your favorite neighborhood pastry shop, Chocolariel, proudly celebrates 30 years of bringing flavors, joy, and unforgettable moments to your tables. Because aside dazzling you with tasty treats, we have also catered to your special occasions. Over the decades, it has been our greatest joy to serve you, your families, and your businesses during life's most cherished moments. Each occasion has been an opportunity to connect, create, and celebrate alongside you. Your support has been the foundation of our success, and we are deeply thankful. To our valued clients and partners, thank you for trusting us to make your special occasions extraordinary. Your support and loyalty have been the secret ingredients to our success. To our dedicated team, thank you for your hard work, passion, and creativity. To our wonderful suppliers, your partnership and dedication have been instrumental in building our reputation and bringing smiles to countless faces. Here's to 3 decades of creating delicious memories and many more to come.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
On the first episode of The Stairs on Nigeria Info, we highlight one of Nollywood's foremost and finest actors, Segun Arinze. Join us at 4 p.m. on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info, as Segun Arinze shares his success story with us.
Yes, it's the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live out of Lagos, Nigeria's economic capital, precisely from Victoria Island. My name is Maryann Okon, and this is our audiovisual studio. You can watch us live from YouTube. On YouTube, where Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. These are the big 3 stories that we're following today on the show. Presidency fumes as El-Rufai criticises the government and urges opposition to unite. Is he just disgruntled, like many of you have said, and that if he had some bread in his mouth, he'd probably not be able to speak? Or is he just a man who calls a spade, no matter what his discomfort is? Let's move away from that. On the Guardian newspaper, Obi here setting the record straight, saying, I will only join a coalition that puts Nigeria first. And of course, the police has charged Sowore with, these charges, according to the Premium Times newspaper, are ridiculous charges. Mr. Sowore has been detained by the police in Abuja, even when he did honor a police invitation, describing the charges as ridiculous. He says these have to be some of the most ridiculous charges ever filed by Nigeria enforcement agents. Sowore is to face charges for calling the retired IGP an illegal IGP. And then, of course, the issues of cyberbullying and several others. I think they're about 14 or 18. Interesting, yeah? What are your thoughts? Share with me. 0201 277 0993 0201 277 0993. That's for the gentlemen. For the ladies, call 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. Do put your thoughts together, because you have 60 seconds. Go straight to the point. Turn off your radio, because if you don't, I will hang up on you, I promise. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is from Thomas.
Go ahead.
See, this Rufai of a thing, let him correct his son that is representing one of his constituencies first. Secondly, Sowore is right for calling that man illegal ID. Thirdly,
how is he right? How is he right? Because I hear that the president made an adjustment to the Police Act, and then it was overseen by the National Assembly and passed. So it doesn't make it illegal, does it?
The IG shouldn't have pleaded for adjustment since he's staying in office.
Do you think it was the IG's place to? I mean, because anybody can push for an adjustment. I mean, Obasanjo did want to do a 3rd term. It didn't mean that the whole National Assembly wanted it. So, do you think it's not the president that pushed for this extension for some reason?
Thank God that you mentioned Obasanjo. Obasanjo is the cause of all this problem. When you are doing first and second time, what are you pushing out for? They are fighting for money.
Well, he didn't succeed, but that's because we had a sensible National Assembly. But here, the National Assembly passed it into law, so it is legal.
My sister, there are some laws that we have to boycott. So, this Sowore is 100% right, and nothing will happen to him. Sowore will be here and will come out in peace.
Okay, all right.
Thank
you very much for calling. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Interesting times, eh? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
looking beautiful as ever. I'll go looking for you too fine.
Thank you. I'm doing all of this for you. It's just for me.
Esther won't meet us today. Can't wait to have that discussion.
Very funny.
Yeah, no. Sure. You should tread carefully because when they don't push you rich now, they're not going to follow you the deal. Please, Esther, kindly help me tell Saint El-Rufai to keep his ideas to his pocket. Although it's making sense, but tell him that he and his cohorts put us in the quagmire we have found ourselves right now. So he should go and lick his wounds and just leave us be. Man, do you watch Things Fall Apart?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the play. I've read it. Yeah, all of it.
Things fall apart. The center cannot. That is PDP right now. It's a pity. Okay. I love you.
Thank you very much for calling, Mrs. Aboli. Interesting. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry if that was you. Please call me back. You can post your comments on our live feed. We'd like to hear from you. Chisholm Bennett here on YouTube Live says, El-Rufai wants a reconciliation from the president. Okay. Ade Baba here says, how is it illegal when the extension is backed by law? Oluwatobi Olagunju, thank you. Okay, well, I'm taking more calls. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Maz, you there?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maryann, anybody can save Nigeria, anybody, whether I'm a bad person before, but it's difficult for me to believe El-Rufai, Atiku, Tamboa, Amechi, the one from Kano before.
What do you have against them? What do you have against them?
There are people that, separate from, call themselves new PDP. They moved to APC to form APC. So everything that we're suffering today, they are involved.
So I take it that you're a Jonathan supporter.
No, I'm a Nigerian supporter. I want the best to happen for Nigeria. Okay. So if I see the best, because during the time, even I told my colleagues, my godfathers, I say, this thing these people are dragging us to. If like now after people have paid this thing, so I say not dead, say we go suffer, but later we go smile. You understand? Okay. So I said it openly. Everybody know me about it.
Okay. I'm as well calling. I want to have facts.
Maryann Okon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Fantastic afternoon to you. Doing a good job. Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
All right, go ahead.
On Sowore, the accusation that the allegation they leveled on Sowore, I think it goes beyond the IGP because you raised a very, very pertinent analogy or gave an example of what almost transpired when Obasanjo was in power. He attempted to go for a third term, but because we had a very, very responsive House of Assembly, they couldn't sail through. Now, just imagine if that thing was to play out in with the kind of National Assembly we have today. Definitely, the president will have his way and have a third term because of the kind of National Assembly that we have. So the allegation goes beyond the IGP. We have the Police Service Commission there. They have the House that was supposed to conduct oversight functions. If they had passed him, then I don't know why it's being called illegal. Well, now the case is in court. Let's see how Sowore will handle it. And for P to be like one
10 seconds.
I think they should talk less. I am a fan of his, but should talk less.
All right. Thank you very much. Peter Obi, talk less. Chinayemwa is calling us from Lagos. Hello. Chinayemwa, sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Sunday. I'm calling from Egbetokun.
Tunde, go ahead.
Please, El-Rufai is talking that APC opposition parties should unite. Abi?
Mm-hmm.
Why he not talk this thing the time that he's in office as a governor? Because now
I take it that you're from Kaduna State or you're from the north, eh?
I'm from north. Nidagare Agamishi lokacin da yana office ana kace mutane
English.
I will interpret it.
Okay.
I will interpret it. The time that he's in office, when they attack train and pick people, kidnap some people, why he not talk? And now he come out and say they should unite. I beg, let him go and hide his face. He's not serious.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Oh, wow, he was really pained, wasn't he? He was really pained. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
My name is Ndubisi.
Hi, Ndubisi.
Hi, my sister.
This Elrufai should please leave us alone. All of them, when they are in their office, never think good about Nigeria. It's when they leave office, they will not see first. They should not leave us alone. I'm advising Nigerians. We can talk about 2027. Our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he don't tell us that they go again. For me, I'm to be Tinubu did not tell me that he's not going again. What is still in the office? And he says going. We should forget about 2027. We should talk about 2031.
Well, I'm sorry, NDBC, you have no right to tell people what to expect come 2027 because you have one vote. And you cannot determine whether Tinubu, and Tinubu also has one vote. He cannot determine what the elections will be like. He is president, doesn't mean that he's going to force us to vote for him come 2027. So please, speak for yourself.
Please, for me, let's wait for Tinubu to speak.
Okay. Well, the last time I checked, it was president, not God. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Do call me back. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann, Amaka.
Good afternoon.
This is Joy from Iba. How are you
Joy?
Today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please, it's Obi that I'm talking to.
Okay.
I want to comment on. Obi should focus on what he's looking for. And he should talk less. Not everything somebody said, he will comment on it. If he wants to be the president of Nigeria, let him talk less. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. I can take a call from Stanley and then I'll go to WhatsApp. Hello, Stanley. You're calling me from Ikeja. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes.
Please, we Nigerians...
Stanley, you sound very far away from your phone. Are you using
I say we Nigerians, I don't just understand, though.
Okay.
What El-Rufai is saying, why are we coming out to condemn him? The time that we're supposed to condemn...
Because some people don't like the messenger.
We keep quiet.
They don't like the messenger, so they're going to pursue the messenger and the message.
Let's show them the condemnation during ballots. That's the problem I have between Nigerians. When it matters most, we will do otherwise. They will go and collect palliatives. If everybody forget anything, then when somebody talks, they begin to attack him up and down. He's right in his opinion. There's no two ways about that. Talking of Sowore should trade cautiously.
Okay.
Because I don't think that the ruling party now will just let him go just like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Stanley, for calling. Let me go to social media. Don't forget, you can join the conversation via Skype. We're Nigeria Info FM, so go ahead and join the conversation on Skype. We're Nigeria Info FM. So go ahead. Call us. All right, let's go to WhatsApp quickly. I'll start from the first message here. Let Peter Obi remain steadfast and make a difference in our political system. There's shamefully so much damage and confusion in our political space, so it will take so much time and dexterity to build a system for the good of our upcoming generations. Until we purge out the excessive rotten eggs in the system, it will remain an uphill task for every good person like Peter Obi to mount the stage. Is he a good person? Just curious. Is there a good politician? Is there a difference between a good politician and a good person? I'm just processing it. Anyway, Steve from Mijaniki, thank you for your message. Aya here says, Maryann, I hope Sowore's saga will not lead to an uproar. The police don't even know the difference between Omoyele and Omoyele. El-Rufai's statement is haunting the APC leadership, who have done nothing but make Nigeria suffer. PDP seems a dead party. Wike just wants to do everything to suffocate it. Okay. This one says, I've said it countless times, politics is a game of interest. When you're no longer benefiting from the system, it suddenly becomes void and corrupt in your eyes. I recall how El-Rufai spent over 8 years defending the failures of APC during President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, simply because he was a key figure in the government at the time. Olushoga, thank you for your message. This one here says, I'm Lainka Lawale from Ogun State. In my opinion, none of the present crop of politicians we have can bring a solution to our present predicament because they're all a bunch of trees with the same ideology. We need a radical change, and that radical change will come when we're ready, because none of these chess politicians will save us, not even Peter Obi or Sowore. Interesting. I don't remember, your message is very long, so I'm going to take a little bit of it, okay? The power play that denied El-Rufai ministerial nomination and approval by the National Assembly was allegedly due to the 2031 Northern Rotation turn within the APC power play, not even 2027. You might be wondering how possible to the conspiracy theory, but Nigeria politicians' political maneuvering starts immediately after election results, and I do know that. But thank you. The message is very long, so I'm just going to skip it. Sorry about that. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. I'm not seeing El-Rufai losing out even in the APC with his current outburst. I've seen him, El-Rufai, make himself still relevant as against 2031 general election. All this is part of politicking and information gathering of him being marketable for 2031. Auditor from Mojo. So it's a game. It's a tactic of sorts to stay relevant here. If I don't scream blue murder, no one's going to know that I'm still relevant. Okay. Adegoke from Lekki here says, what exactly is Sowore's offense that they're charging him for? Cybercrimes. Calling the IGP illegal. You know, yeah, I'm going to say it. I was listening to PMQs today between Keir Starmer and Kemi Badenoch, who's the opposition leader. And you know, in Nigeria, we take offense for every stupid thing. Sometimes these things are silly and senseless, but we take offense and we make it a crime because we have power and we wear uniforms. Kemi Badenoch made a statement insinuating that Keir Starmer, who is the Prime Minister, had not read a particular, the details of a particular thing, and he was trying to impose. I mean, she made an allegation on the floor of the Parliament, and she was corrected by the Speaker. And she also made another very outlandish claim, as she always does. Today she was really flawed at PMQs. And Keir Starmer said, she's talking absolute nonsense. Gibberish. He said that. And nobody said the Prime Minister insulted me. No! In Nigeria, you go to police will come and drag you because you said that the governor said nonsense. We need to really get over ourselves here. Anyway, Adegoke is saying we have the most useless government ever in the history of Nigeria who allows anything to happen, and they can just wake up one morning and do certain unimaginable unruly things. Nigeria is not a country anyone should fight for, because at the end of the day, you're on your own. Unfortunately, that's the case of Sowore. Do you remember the last time that you were hungry, really hungry, and the cost of living was breaking your back, and you decided to go out to the streets? Dakwa Abiodun said that you guys were sore losers. The presidency insinuated that you were trying to unseat Mr. President. They forgot what was at the core of your screaming and your trauma and you deciding to protest and carry placards. You were hungry. They didn't care. All they thought about was the fact that you were trying to unseat the president. Yeesh. Anyway, someone here says turning and widening the Gaia Falcon that cannot hear the Falcon and things fall apart. The center cannot hold. May anarchy is loosed upon PDP. YB Yeats, the second coming. This is from Iblade. That's a great quote. Thank you, AB. I'm going to read a few more messages and then I'll go back to the phone lines. I still have about 8 minutes on the clock. Utechuku Victor here says, I totally agree with El-Rufai. Opposition parties should put their house in order. See what happens tomorrow. They will say it is APC. Joe from Enugu State says it's far easier to destroy than to build. Both El-Rufai and Sowore should know that their actions and inactions towards the build-up of the 2015 elections led to this rot that we're into. They should excuse us, please. Okay, Joe. Nigerian police has become so jobless if a person calls the IGP fake. What's wrong in that? It's the insecurity in Lagos, Abuja is alarming and unprecedented. Talking about Port Harcourt, I told you a friend of mine had to sell his whole property and run away because he was kidnapped. And he says police can't do anything about it. Is the police and the Alga not fake and illegal? Now you're taking a bit too forward. Leave it at that. Leave it. Don't be calling. The police was established by a police act, an act. So stop it. Raji, let me read your message and go back to the phone line. Sowore said more than illegal IGP. Sowore said many defamatory things in his post. Okay, all right. So you support him being held. Okay, all right. Back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Maryann, good afternoon. It's Emmanuel from Nigeria.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yes, thank you very much. You see, what's happening in PDP is just a political drama. For
Is
coming
it?
to...
Is it two people's fathers fighting? Is drama?
It's always like that. Both APC and PDP always do drama. So I call it political drama. Apart from that, coming to El-Rufai is just paralytic because we all know if we give him this appointment, we don't have a hear from him. That if we give El-Rufai one small appointment now, if we want to comment about it, people that were there before him. So for El-Rufai, I don't see anything. By the grace of God, El-Rufai will not see anything in this country again. Thank you very much.
The grace of God has joined inside the matter. Do you remember yesterday when the PDP Deputy National Publicity Secretary came on the show? I asked him literally just asked him, look, who in the PDP right now, with all of the infighting in your party, is able to stand against a Tinubu? And I said, take out Atiku from the picture because it looks like Nigerians are, I don't know if we, what's the word? You know the word, it's not weary. I'm looking for the word. Well, I can't find it, but that, somewhat tired. It's not tired, but, something in that, area. Are tired of an Atiku rerunning for the same ticket on the PDP's platform, which is not a problem. But are there other people that could be formidable? And this is what the PDP Deputy National Publicity Secretary said to me yesterday. Take a listen and then I will play you the video of their fight. Here it is. Oh, sorry, my bad. Wrong place. I'm playing it from the wrong place. Okay, here it goes. People's Democratic Party that could stand against a Tinubu and a Shatima.
We have too many of them, for the record. But then, at the risk of sounding immodest, let me begin to call the governor of Oyo State is one person. The governor of Bauchi State is another person. The governor of Adamawa State is another person.
Can he win the votes in the Southwest, let alone the whole country? Respectfully.
Oh, sure. What stops him from doing so? He has the capacity. He's a young man. He has an outstanding
performance. What's Governor Makinde's notoriety across the country, really? I don't know.
Governor Makinde is a standing force to be reckoned with, not just within the PDP, but throughout the political cycle of Nigeria. He's a young man who has carved a niche for himself, who has performed outstandingly in the state of Oyo. Go and see the transformation that has taken place there. He has the age, he has the exposure, he has the experience, he has the capacity, he has the acceptance, he has the personality, he has the resources upon all. So what's exactly the requirement that you want to think of a political...
Great. So who's the other person? Let's keep the names coming.
Oh, you have the governor of Bauchi State, who was a former FCT minister and a senator, also as another suitable candidate in our radar. You have the governor of Adamawa State, who has put an impressive performance to his name. The other governors in PDP are also as suitable, but then not many of them are having their first time. So we will not put them in the calculation. We have the Atiku Abubakar that you have asked us to put aside.
Oh God, no.
We have successful businessmen, senators, and private individuals who have done well for themselves, who are only asking for the ticket, and they will pull surprises.
And so we moved from that conversation to this. Yeah. So that's the PDP that most people might be relying on. Some might be relying on the Labour Party. Some might be relying on Sowore and his party. Is there hope? I've got 2 minutes. I can take 2 calls. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
How are you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your time is going, no?
Okay, the name still remains as it is before. That's why. You see, I want to talk about Sowore. The judge should do the right thing for this man. This man lives in abroad. He respects the order of that country. You are in your own country, disobey the order of the police. I agree with him.
Sorry, which order of the police did he disrespect? Because the police invited him and he went. So which order did he disrespect?
I don't stop. I don't stop. What order is that policeman is inexperienced? Shoot that car or shoot that man, they say police kill somebody. Why are you in Nigeria? For me, let the judge do the right thing, but tell the man we are Nigeria, we are not abandoned citizens. And finally,
all right, your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. I have 1 more minute and I quickly need to take this call. Hello,
Mimi.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Chinenwa.
Chinenwa, go ahead, please.
Yeah, the Northerners, they are fighting to unseat Tinubu. I want to ask them, during that presidential primary, who are those who that stepped down for him? Is it not the Northerners? Now, El-Rufai, he's not fighting for us. He's fighting for himself. Because when the president was a leader, what did he do that time? That time he was in power. He's not doing anything. So he see everything that he's doing as good as. So I don't know what I'll compare it to. Everything that he does is good. Now that what he's doing is not good. I don't think that president not do anything wrong. He's not offending him. After all, he committed his name. He does ministerial appointment.
Okay.
Only that Only that they were not. It's not approved.
All right, we gotta go, Chinenwa, because of time. We gotta go. Thank you so much for calling. Yeah, we've got to go on a quick break. When we come back, I can take one or two more calls because my break is just a 1 minute break. When we come back, we'll take a few more calls before we wrap things up here. It's still Hard Facts and the Big Three. On the 4 o'clock hour, Segun Arinze is to join us in the studio on the stairs.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court sitting.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Ireti Bakare Yusuf, the host of Borderlines. First and foremost, it's been a whole year of the new show, Borderlines. We've covered several global issues, and we will continue to cover even more. Now, if you have any suggestions regarding Borderlines, whether it's how you want us to be better, what you want us to change, it'll be an interesting thing to learn from you. We will be most appreciative if you could share it with us. You will have to go to any of the Borderlines posts. Borderlines on YouTube at Nigeria Info 99.3, on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos, on Facebook, we post all the Borderline posts there, and also on Twitter, which is now called X. Just go there in the comment section, put your suggestions, and honestly, we're going to review as many of them as possible. If you like, you can hashtag Borderlines, all right? And if there's a story that you had been wanting us to cover, global events, global news, that's what we talk about. Until then, have a fabulous new year. Bye-bye, all the best.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
On the first episode of The Stairs on Nigeria Info, we highlight one of Nollywood's foremost and finest actors, Segun Arinze. Join us at 4 p.m. on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info, as Segun Arinze shares his success story with us.
All right, we're back. I can take a few calls. In the meantime, on Facebook Live, Chukwebuka John here says, Nigerians are interested in this case because of the personality involved. All eyes on the police and the judiciary. Omoyele Sowore is one of the conscience of the nation. Okay. Emmanuel Akpe here says, things fall apart. Loriam Shaja here says, as we talk, Donald Trump signed a series of executive orders and the world is catching cold. That, to me, is what should interest our leaders. They should, by now, be deep in thoughts, creating alternative ways of making life better for us and not being consumed by what or who's saying what. I do get your point. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Godwin from Ota.
Go ahead.
Well, for the PDP, I don't have much to say. I've already said that we have already known what will happen on 2027. That's for the PDP. And for Sowore, I want to please let the caller. You should please allow, when we see somebody who is ready to fight for the people, you should just allow him. All fingers are not equal. There are people that are weak and there are those that can do the job. If we discourage them, we are not going anywhere. If not for other people that fight, we will be calling radio station and be criticizing the governor. The government. If some people did not lay their life for this country, we will not move forward. We won't be afraid. We won't even be calling, be saying all sorts of rubbish things to the government.
It's okay.
So please, if we know that we cannot support those that have that power to face them, they know what they want to do.
All right.
They have the resources.
Your time is up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. I can take one more call or I'll just go back to reading messages because I now have just 1 minute. Okay, I will read messages because of time. Someone here says, Sylvanus from Command Road in Ikpaja says, the word you're looking for is fed up. Nigerians are fed up with Atiku. Lovely. I do appreciate you for remembering or coming up with a better word. Okay, Prince, I'm not going to read your message because really, why? This one says, if you want to vote for Tinubu, go ahead. Don't intimidate your callers. Are you a joker? What's my business? I don't know who makes you think that I want to vote for Tinubu, and that's how's that? Why should that be public information? I don't care about these politicians, and I'm saying, if you must put up a formidable opposition, which will it be? Use your head, sir. Don't always think that everybody's, against you or wants to undo you. No. If you do not like Tinubu being your president, who's going to upstage him? That's the big question. So think instead of attacking me. Can you? All right, we've got to go.
Information is key.
It is power.
Information rules the world.
Get informed.
Stay informed. Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk.
It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.